Hello everyone, this is Game of Sacrifice speaking. Before starting the coverage, I would like to remind you that if you like my videos, please like the videos and subscribe to my channel. For interaction between me and you, please make some comments, show your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about chess all together. Also, you can freely share your ideas about my editing and presentation. So, we are starting off with the Reykjavik Chess Championship. I am so glad to announce that we have a young champion Ramesh Babu Pragnananda. Actually, I am not surprised at all, as I mentioned him in my first Reykjavik Chess Championship introduction video as a Top Gun. I was expecting either Niemann wins the tournament or Pragnananda. Even though he won the tournament, it was not that easy. After round 8, he was at the top rank by his better tiebreak against Max Warmerdam and Mats Andersen, but it was still not sure whether he is champion or not. His opponent was Gukesh D. I think I don't need to describe how good Gukesh is. The game against Gukesh was very tough for him, not only because Gukesh is a tough challenger, but also they know each other very well as they are in the same generation of players from India. As all chess fans might be aware that there is a champion chance which allows good players to have achievements. This also happened in this game today. According to the engine starting from beginning, Gukesh had positional advantages and this turned out a completely winning position in the endgame, but under time pressure and tiredness of tournament made it really hard to spot those. Also, as they are both very young, they need more experience. I congratulate both players for showing great chess. On the other hand, two players who had 6.5 points before last round matched each other. The game was between Mats Andersen and Max Warmerdam. The game ended in 16 moves after an agreed draw. They probably wanted to guarantee their placement and made a quick draw, but I found it very awkward because they had a chance to win the tournament until Pragnananda got a victory, and as I mentioned before, the game was really challenging. After speaking about results, I would like to talk about other players who I mentioned in the first Reykjavik Open 2022 video. I would firstly like to talk about Icelandic players. I think Gretarsson had a great tournament by having 7 points out of 9. He played very nice games and he won 6 games. I think that's a good winning rate for 9 games. I hope the best for him for his next games. I expected more from Wigner Wagner Stefansson. That's not because I knew him before, but because I am more interested in seeing young players on board. I expected him to get his GM title in this tournament, but it did not happen. I think he could have had a better performance, but I believe this tournament was a good experience for him. I hope he gets his title as soon as possible. Let's jump into 3 Americans. Firstly Niemann, then Mishra and Yo. I expected Niemann to be the champion or the runner-up, but sometimes things don't always go in your favor. He won 6 games, which is not bad, but under his limits. As I mentioned before, I like his confidence, and by the time he gets more experience, he will get better results. On Mishra, we were really interested in seeing what he could do. He got 7 points, which is good. He got 6 victories, however, he still has a way to go. Evaluating only with 1 game is not very solid proof, but the game between Pragnananda kind of showed it. But having 6 wins and 7 points are really promising. Yo got 6.5 points by having 5 wins. He also could have had better and get a GM title, but he couldn't have done it now. But as he is a very promising player, he will manage it soon. Gukeshli got 6 points. However, he played against the hardest players in the tournament. I am pretty sure he will get better results in other tournaments if he keeps working on chess. I don't want to evaluate Sadvani's performance because I think he should see this tournament as a good experience. He will play more confidently as he gets more experience. Adiban's performance wasn't satisfying at all. I expected him to get more, but it didn't happen. Hope him the best. Now let's look at the Fagernes chess tournament. Round 3 and 4 were played today. Finally, we got to see grandmasters match each other. Erigaisi played against Can. Erigaisi had whites and Can had blacks. According to the engine, Erigaisi misplayed the line in the middle game and Can got an advantage, but he couldn't find the idea and they made a draw after threefold repetition. In his second game, Erigaisi played very well, pushed Chopra to make a mistake, and he managed it. After getting a draw yesterday, Sarin started his day with whites. He won against Schwartz, but this was very expected as there is lots of level difference. In the second game, he played against Can with blacks. The game was mostly drawish, but Sarin made a big blunder that led to an easy tactic to appear. By those scores, Erigaisi got 3.5 points, Sarin got 2.5 points out of 4. I especially congratulate Can for having super strong 2 opponents in one day and getting 1.5 points on those 2 games. By this score, Can also has 3.5 points. This was all for today's coverage. If you like my videos, don't forget to like the videos, subscribe to my channel, and your comments are much appreciated. Thank you for listening. Cheers.